Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos on lesson content.
Got no place to be, got no place to go. Come hang out with me on the Mr. Flanders Show.
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Flanders here, and welcome to Reading Mastery for Week 8 of our curriculum. We are looking at another story featuring our friend Sid. Now, if you remember from last week's story, Sid had a hard time reading, and he was kind of doing things a little bit silly. Like instead of sending over some pine trees, he made some pin trees, and he did some silly stuff with the window. So this week, we're looking at a couple more stories dealing with Sid and his escapades. But before we really get into that, a couple of gentle reminders. First off, the expectation is you are reading this story at home as well. You're not just relying on me to read it. You are practicing reading it too. Now the thing is, I know that some of you might be struggling because we're not doing all of our normal reading lessons. But I just want you to try. Even if you get the word wrong, I still want you to try, because that's the only way you're going to get better. You just got to keep practicing, okay? A couple of other reminders as well. Do not forget some of our blending sounds. For example, you'll notice that this word is trees. And when our double E gets together, it makes the E sound, okay? Trees. Then you've also got the TH here, which makes the th sound for another, okay? Another one to look at would be that, the, at, okay? Remember, if you're having a hard time saying the word the whole way, sound it out, but be patient. Don't try to just rush through it, because sometimes my friends like to put in letters that aren't even in the word when they're sounding them out, and that makes me sad. But I think with all of that out of the way, we are good to get started with story 91. Sid sends a con to the farm. Oh my goodness. Here we go with this Sid guy. Okay. Sid sends a con to the farm. Sid did not read well. One note told him to send pine trees, but Sid sent pin trees. Another note told him to fix the window pane, but Sid made a window pan. Oh my goodness. Now Sid went back to the table and picked up another note. The note said, "Tape the oak tree near the door." But Sid did not read the words on the note. Here is what Sid said. "Tap the oak tree near the door." See, this is why reading is important, guys. I said it the last lesson. I'm going to say it this time. He said, "That seems like a funny thing to do, but I will do it." So Sid went to the oak tree near the door. He tapped it with his hand. Then he went back to the table to read more notes. Oh, Sid. Here is what the next note said. "Send a cone to Sam's tree farm." But here is what Sid said when he looked at the words. "Send a con to Sam's tree farm." Sid said to himself, "We don't have cons in this shop. Cons are in jail." So Sid called the jail and said to the jailer, "Do you have a con that you can send to a tree farm?" The jailer said, "Yes, we have a fine con. He is getting out of jail today. He needs a job. I will be glad to send him to a tree farm." Good, Sid said. Send the con to Sam's tree farm. After Sid took care of the con, he said to himself, I am really doing a good job. The boss will be proud of me. Do you think the boss will be proud of the things that Sid has done? More to come. Let's go ahead and look at the picture for this story. Look at this. Look at Sid being silly. There's the note. It says tape the oak tree near the door. And there's the broken window he didn't fix. Look, Sid. Oh, Sid. Oh, Sid makes me cry. But, okay, enough about that, I guess, for now. I gotta put the book down. I'm so sad. All right, here is our worksheet. 91 side 1 to go along with our story about Sid, who's having a hard time reading and getting into all sorts of trouble. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm good now. I'm good. Let's look at number 1. Did Sid read well? Tell me, guys. Did Sid read well? Okay, if you're doing this in Google Classroom, all you have to do is type in yes or no in the blue box for the question. If you're doing this in your paper packet, you just have to write yes or no on this line right here. Okay. Number 2. One note said, "T blank the oak tree near the door." What did the note say to do? Okay. And if you need to go back and look at the book or your story, that is completely okay. But tell me, what did the note say? T blank the oak tree near the door. Number 3. Is that what Sid did? Is that what Sid did? Did he blank the oak tree near the door? Number 4. One note said, send a blank to Sam's tree farm. And we know the blank is going to start with the letter C. A blank to Sam's tree farm. What did it say to send? Number 5. What did Sid send to the tree farm? What did he send to the tree farm? Then number 6, which actually answers number 5, by the way. Where did Sid call to get a con? Did he call the tree farm, the jail, the man, or after he made trees? Where did he call to get a con? Excuse me, guys. I've been up all morning recording lessons, and I am tired. Number 7. Who said, I am really doing a good job? Who said, I am really doing a good job? Was it the con? Was it Sam from Sam's Tree Farm? Or was it Sid? Then number 8. Was Sid doing a good job? What do you guys think? Was Sid doing a good job? Then number 9. Sid said, the boss will be blank of me. And the choices are, the boss will be pouch of me, the boss will be proud of me, the boss will be sore of me, or the boss will be tired of me. What choice do we need to pick to make that sentence complete? All right, while you are finishing that up, my friends, I'm going to move our worksheet up. If you need more time, though, please feel free to pause the video. There is no rush. But let's go ahead and look at the second half of our worksheet. We've got a sentence here, and we need to follow the instructions to complete this part of the worksheet. So our sentence says, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. So the sentence says, that girl walks slowly. I'm going to read it one more time. That girl walks slowly. Okay? Question number 1, or rather, instruction number 1 says, make a P under the word that. So all you have to do is look for the word that in this sentence and put the P underneath it. Number 2 says make a line over the word that tells how the girl walks. You're going to make a line over. That means on top of, okay? On top of. Make a line over the word that tells how the girl walks. And then number 3, make a line under the words that tell who walks slowly. Make a line under the words that tell who walks slowly. Okay? You go ahead and finish that up. I'm going to get a drink real quick. Okay. As you're finishing that up, I'm going to flip the worksheet over. No rush, my friends. Pause the video if you need. Okay. While we are on side 2, I would like my friends to remember that part of the assignment for our reading lessons is not only to read the story, but also read these paragraphs or these short stories here as well, because they will also help you practice your reading. And we want to make sure that we are properly prepared for when we move on to 2nd grade. Okay? Okay. Let's go ahead and read our story. One day, Sandy counted dogs at the dog farm. On her way to school, she counted 90 dogs. When she came home from school, she counted 99 dogs. She asked, "Why are there more now?" A mother dog said, "There are more dogs because I got 9 baby dogs today." Whoa. Whoa. All right. That sounds like a lot of dogs. But okay. To each their own, I guess. Let's look at number 1. Oh my goodness. Let's not move the worksheet. Oh my goodness, I'm doing it again. Number 1. Who counted the dogs? Okay. I'm going to tell you right now the answer is in the first sentence here. Who counted the dogs? Number 2. How many dogs did she count on her way to school? How many dogs did she count on her way to school? Number 3. How many dogs did she count after school? How many dogs did she count after school? And then number 4. How many baby dogs did the mother dog get that day? How many baby dogs did the mother dog get that day? All right, guys. As you are finishing that up, I'm going to move up our worksheet here. I'm going to pop our picture there. Okay, and we're going to look at our picture and answer these last 3 questions before we end this lesson for the day. Okay, we're going to look at the picture, and our question 1 says, the note says, blank the oak tree near the door. Blank the oak tree near the door. Number 2. Is Sid taping the tree? I'm sorry, is Sid tapping the tree? Didn't see that second P for a second. So the question is asking, is Sid tapping the tree? And then our last question. Is the tree growing in the ground? Let's take a look at that picture. Tell me what you think. Is that tree growing in the ground? All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you are finishing up this worksheet, I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns with this worksheet, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am here to help if you need. Otherwise, I will see you in our second and last reading mastery lesson for the week, which will feature more stories about Sid and his shenanigans. Until then, stay safe, take it easy. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Flanders here, and we are back at it with our reading mastery for this week, which is week 8, which is right before week 9, which is right before summer break. Okay, since this week is so short, we are only doing 2 stories this week. We just did a story about Sid sending a con over to a tree farm, and that is entirely awkward because all of this could have been avoided if Sid had just read a little bit better. And that is why I am strongly encouraging all of my friends to read this story that we're about to read multiple times. Okay? The expectation each week is I'm reading the story to you guys, and then you go back and read it once. But reading these stories about Sid and his issues with reading is just a prime example of why reading is so important. We've got to make sure we're getting all of the information, we're getting all of the details. So please practice reading as much as you can, especially with this story. Okay? I don't care if you stumble on some of the words, if you stumble on some of the sounds, it's okay. We all make mistakes. What I would like you to do, though, is just practice. That's the only way you get better, okay? Just practice. Okay? Thank you. Now, let's go ahead and push into the lesson. We are looking at story 92 today, and the story is entitled Sid Plants Seeds in Slop. Oh my goodness. Sid is getting into more terrible trouble with this stuff. I can feel it. I can feel it. Here we go. Sid was reading notes that were on the table, but he was not reading these notes the right way. A note told him to send a cone to a tree farm, but Sid sent a con to the tree farm. Before that, he tapped the oak tree near the door, but the note did not tell him to tap the tree. It told him to tape that tree. Now Sid went back to the pile of notes on the table. He picked up a note that said, "Plant seeds on the slope." There was a slope in back of the shop. That is where the boss planted a lot of little plants. But Sid did not read the note the right way. Here is what Sid said. plant seeds in the slop. Bleh. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what happened next. Then he said, "These notes are very funny, but I will do what they say." So Sid grabbed some seeds and went outside. "Where is the slop?" he asked. He looked here and there. Then he saw a big pile of mud near the road. He said, "That must be the slop." So Sid dumped seeds in the mud. When he was near the side of the shop, a truck stopped in back of the shop. The boss got out of the truck. She was walking with her cane. The boss said, "What are you doing out here?" Sid said, "I just planted seeds in the slop." The boss looked at Sid. Then the boss asked, "What did you do?" Sid told her. The boss got mad. "Not in the slop," the boss yelled. "On the slope. Plant the seeds on the slope." Sid felt very sad. More to come. If you look at the picture right here, you can see Sid planting the seeds in the slop. The slop is like this gooey mud right here. Okay? And the boss is right here, but she doesn't look too happy about what Sid did. And was Sid reading well? Not really. He was kind of struggling a little bit. But was he trying to do what he thought was right? Yes. So it's okay to make mistakes, but, you know, we've got to be careful. We've got to make sure we're doing the right thing, or trying to do the right thing at least. Okay? Let's go ahead and get this picture out of here now. And we are going to look at worksheet 92, side 1. Okay? Let's look at number 1. Did Sid send pine trees or pin trees? So you'll notice right here we've got a blank spot and then trees. So tell me what the answer is. It's either going to be pine trees or pin trees. And make sure if you're doing this in Google Classroom, you are typing your answer into the blue box that is in that area. Number 2. Did Sid send a cone to the farm or a con to the farm? A blank. Okay, was it a cone or a con? You tell me. Number 3. Did Sid tap the tree or tape the tree? He blanked the tree. Which did he do? Did he tap it or did he tape it? Number 4. One note said, plant seeds on the blank. On the slope, on the slop, on the slip, or on the ground. Number 5. Where did Sid plant the seeds? In the blank. You'll notice this word has the sl sound. Sl. Is he going to say slop or slope? You tell me. Then number 6. Who was walking with her cane? Who was walking with her cane? Was it Sid or was it the boss? You tell me. Okay. Number 7. Who got very mad? Who got very mad? Was it Sid or the boss? And then number 8. Who was very sad? Who was very sad? All right, while you're finishing that up, I'm going to move our worksheet up, but please feel free to pause the video if you need more time. I'm going to get a drink of water for a moment, and then we're going to get started on this next part of our worksheet. All right, we're going to move on to the second part of our worksheet now. And as always, I'm going to read the sentence to you, and then we have to follow the directions to complete this part of the worksheet. Let's go ahead and take a look at what our sentence says. A car on the road sounds loud. I'll read it one more time. A car on the road sounds loud. Number 1, make a box around the words that tell where the car is. So you're going to make a box around the words that tell where the car is. Okay? And since it says words right here, that means it's going to be more than one word. I'm going to tell you right now it's actually going to be 3 words. So you have to figure out where those 3 words are and then make a box around them to tell where the car is. Okay. Number 2, circle the word that tells how the car sounds. You're going to circle the word that tells how the car sounds. And then number 3, make a line over the word road. Make a line over the word road. So you're going to look for the word road in our sentence up here, and you're going to make a line over it. Okay? While you are doing that, I'm going to flip the worksheet over. Okay. Go ahead and take a few more moments to do what you need to do. And I am going to reposition this worksheet just a little bit. Okay. Now, as always with these worksheets, there is a little story here in paragraph format that we need to read. The expectation is I'm reading it here, but you're also practicing reading it at home, just because we are on the edge of completing our first grade year and moving on to second grade, and we need as much practice as possible to move on to second grade and be prepared. Okay? Okay. So, let's go ahead and read our little story here. There once was a kite crook. This crook robbed stores. It's blurring, it's blurring. Then he would jump on his kite and fly away. Ho ho, he said, nobody can get me when I have my kite. One day a cop said, I can stop you. He grabbed a log and tossed it. The log hit the kite. The kite hit the ground. Then the crook fell to the ground. The cop said, I've got you now. Okay. Question number 1. The crook had a blank. What did he have? What did he use to fly away? Okay. Number 2. Who said, nobody can get me when I have my kite? Who said that? Was it the crook or the cop? Okay. Number 3. Who said, I can stop you? Who said, I can stop you? Was it the crook or the cop? And number 4. What did the cop toss at the kite? Did he toss a cop? Did he toss a dog? Or did he toss a log? What did he toss at the kite? Okay. While you are finishing that up, my friends, I'm going to move our worksheet up here a little bit. Okay. Not too much, though. And while you are finishing that up, I am also going to post a picture from our reading there. And we are going to go ahead and get started with the second half of our worksheet and the last couple of questions for our reading lesson for this short week. Okay, we're looking at the picture from page 27. Number 1 asks, what is Sid planting? What is Sid planting? Okay, make sure you are looking at the picture. What is he planting? Number 2, the note he's holding. The note says, plant seeds, blank, blank, blank. Okay, if you're doing this in Google Classroom, it's just one long blue box, but if you're doing this at home, you'll see that the lines are separated here. So it's just a couple of words. So plant seeds, blank, blank, blank. And then, for number 3, what is the name of the plant shop? Okay, I want you to look at the top, all right, past the boss, past Sid, look at the plant shop. Right above the green door is a sign. What is the name of the plant shop? It says it right there. Okay. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video until you're done. Otherwise, that is it for our reading lesson for this week, my friends. You guys, I'm really happy with the work I've been seeing. I know that you're doing your absolute best at home, and I appreciate it so much. So thank you for that, guys. As always, though, if for whatever reason you're struggling or you just need a little bit of help, let me know over Class Dojo or Flipgrid. Otherwise, yeah, I look forward to seeing our last couple of assignments together, because after this, we're winding down, guys. We are winding down. All right. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. You are on your own for here on out with this lesson, and I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.